Happy Mail Day. Hobonichi has arrived, but nightmare, it's absolutely sogging wet. This is how FedEx has left it for me. Technically, it's not FedEx's fault. It's the weather's fault. It's Blighty's weather. But look at the colour of the box. It matches my desk, and I'm so happy because I guessed that this year's box would be green, and it is, but I didn't think it'd be this green. So I'm happy about that. It's just a shame. Hopefully it's going to dry out because I like to use these as storage and I love this color. So let's get this open. I'm going to open it from the bottom way up because it's literally falling apart. I'm hoping that everything is literally like cloth. I'm hoping everything's okay. I think it is because it's all wrapped in plastic. So this is the one time when you're happy that everything's individually wrapped in plastic. I'm just going to get everything out of the box and then flip it the other way up maybe. Oh. So that way, flip it that way. Let's have a look at all the goodies that I ordered. Okay, so we've got the pamphlet for their Lifebook digital version. You can get tickets for, I think, some free mini prints. I'm not sure how that's going to work, so we'll have a good play with that at some point because I am interested to see how that works. I don't do any digital planning, but I'm just curious. So we'll have a look at that at some point. I did order 3 of these index stickers because I just loved the shape of them. And I've got the normal ones here, which are kind of paperish, and already I can feel they're getting a bit torn in things, whereas I'm hoping these are going to last a bit more, which is why I've bought 3 of them. Plus there's a set in there that has no numbers on there. So for my intended use of using it as the cousin as a commonplace book, it's better. So I got 3 of those because I figured if I don't use them this year, I'll use them next year. So that's why I got those. Oh, hello Moomin. So these are the Moomin stamps. And you get a acrylic block with them. I've got plenty of acrylic blocks at this point, but let's get it out of the plastic so it's not too shiny. I mean, there will be a little bit of shine because they're on Perspex. It might be a bit better. Yeah. It is in focus, isn't it? Yeah. But look how tiny these are. I'm glad that they're tiny though. Oh, I didn't even realize there was like a playing card on one of the borders here. So that is just really nice. But I'm glad that they're smaller though, because acrylic stamps can be really big sometimes, which is not great. Oh, I even like the backing card for this. That's nice. Nice, nice, nice. Very happy with those. Then I got some more of the sticky notes. These are just the translucent ones. Let's get them open and have a little look. I'll cut out me rustling the plastic. But again, these are so tiny, but I think it's because, yeah, 6.5, so that's, yeah, just under 2 of the grid boxes. And again, I think it's just absolutely ingenious. They released a whole bunch of accessories to match the monthly colours, because I'm currently designing stickers for each month to match the colours. So, you know, it goes hand in hand with what I'm intending to do. Oh yes, and then they've got the other acrylic stamps from Tommy. So here they are. I specifically got this one purely for this, because I just loved how you can use it as like a frame in your calendar, and then the eyes, and then speech bubbles and things. And then I love seeing the Japanese characters within my books, because to me it's very graphic, which I quite like, which is why I never buy the English version of the books. I always like to get the Japanese version, even though I can't understand a word, but I just love how the language looks written down. So yeah, I really like these. Again, super duper small. I mean, that's the palm of my hand. sized hand. And then I've got the Moomin stencil, because come on, I've got practically every stencil Hobonichi have got. I had to get this one as well, which I'm glad I did, because I like the fact that you've got Moomin but with different facial expressions. And then of course a Hearty Fattener, and then the house as well, and then the shopping, because you know I like to write about things that I can't afford. So yeah, on my treasures list, shall we say. So yeah, I'm glad I've got that. I like that it's that nice sort of muted blue as well. Yeah, let's do this one. So this designer, where is she? There. I absolutely love her. My 5-year, I got the 5-year gift cover, the white one, last year that I used for gouache, and I absolutely love it. And I did like some of her covers this year, but I just didn't think I'd have a use for them. So I thought I'd treat myself and at least get some stickers. I'm just trying to work out how you get these. But they're literally all embroidered designs on transparent things. Background, so you can still see the grid underneath, which I really like. So I'm happy I got something from her. And what's in the bubble wrap? Okay, so I threw this in the basket just because I was curious to see if it's any different from a normal eraser. And by the looks of it, I think it slightly is. It feels a bit softer. And it's basically so you can erase any of the designs that you put on there with the Deco Rush. And of course I had to get the Moomin Deco Rush. So I got the Hattie Fattener and Little Mai. I wasn't too sure about getting Little Mai because she annoys me. She still does. But I like all the little expressions and movement that's there, and I think it'll be quite fun to have in my calendars and whatnot. And obviously having Hattie Fatteners is just always funny to me anyway. So I'm glad I got those. Then I got 2 robots and 2 pens. I thought I got 1 robot, but okay. So yeah, these are the Hobonichi 2026 pens. When my camera wants to focus. So they're like the blue and the brown, which I'm convinced is matching last year's box. But having said that, last year's pen, I think, matches this year's box. So maybe this is a hint for what's coming next year, I don't know. But yeah, these are the Uniball Jetstream pens. They have a black, a blue, and I believe a red as well. I don't typically... I like the ink that's in these, but I don't like... It feels a little bit too sharp on the paper for me. So I don't like using these. So I will be popping these on eBay if anybody wants them. And hello, little robot. Let's have a look at this little guy. It doesn't feel as heavy as what I thought he was going to be. Oh, this guy is cute. Look at him. With his little backpack and everything. It says Hobonichi on his backside in Japanese. But this, oh, I can already see where he's sitting on my desk. This is delightful. I love this so much. He's definitely a keeper. I have 2. If anybody wants one and they didn't get one for whatever reason, I'm going to pop him on eBay. I'm sure somebody will want him. I'll pop him on with one of the pens and then sell one of the pens separately. So if anybody wants them, by all means, place a bid. But I'll definitely be keeping this one. Look at him though. He's just so cute. I think they've done a paperweight before, and I think it was like a scared bear or something. So I'm curious to see what that looks like. So if anyone knows what that looks like or has it, send me an image on Instagram or whatnot, or tag me in a post or something. I'd love to see what that looks like. But yeah, this guy is cute. Okay, so obviously I got the Moomin cover. And I will tell you precisely why I got the Moomin cover. Oh, this feels nice. I was a little bit scared that this would feel like the Paddington one, but it doesn't. It's quite soft. It feels a little bit, almost velvety a little bit. But just look at this design. This is really nice. And I love when it's closed that you have all this craziness going on. It's like opening a storybook. I love that. Then it continues in there as well. Well, it doesn't continue. We have a different design with a flying table. And then when you open it up, bang, the fireworks go off. And then, of course, we've got Moomin Troll's tails as bookends, which I love. Then we've got the design here. I have this design on the front of a traveller's notebook that I've got. And the little card here. Very nice. And then a little bit about Tove Jansson, the artist behind Moomin. Now, the reason why I got the Moomin cover is I like to change up my covers seasonally. I've discovered this about myself. I already have a winter, a summer. Kind of have a spring, but I'd kind of like to have a different spring one. And now I have an autumn one. Hint, hint. But the Moomin one is going to be used between the time of December, New Year's, and then my birthday. Because what my ultimate sort of dream would be to get a whole bunch of planner people together, like the first week of New Year's, and have like, not a midnight feast, but like an evening feast outside with like fires, heat lamps, blankets, warm coziness, doing some planning shenanigans while there's like fireworks going off above. I would love to do that. I would love to host that one year. I don't know enough planner people in reality, because none of my friends are into planning or journaling or anything like that, commonplacing, nothing. So the creative people, but not in that sense. So yeah, that may take a little bit of time to plan, but this is sort of like just exactly what I would love to do with that. So yeah, this just speaks to me in many different ways. So you'll be seeing this cover for December and sort of early start January, and then I'll switch over to my winter cover for the remainder of January and February. So yeah, but I'm really pleased with this. I really like how it feels. Very nice indeed. And I'm even liking the way that they're just like flopping around. I know they're still in their plastic, but I'm loving those. So I'll leave the books till last because I'll explain about those in a moment. So then I got another cover because, like I said, I wanted an autumn cover. I was hoping for an autumn cover, and I got not one but 3 different designs for autumn that I loved, so it was hard choosing. So yeah, we've got the usual sort of square and triangle leather ends. But oh, this feels, in the UK we have something called brushed cotton. And it is kind of like that, but a short piled version of that. But this just feels so nice. I mean, on camera, I'm looking through the viewfinder. This is looking blurry, but it's actually not. When you're looking at it, it's very nice. Oh, this just immediately screams so cozy. And then I like the fact you've got different materials, so a bit of leather there, and then it continues through there. Oh, I'm so gonna love this. I've now got a conundrum because now, if anyone watches any of my other videos, know that I like to put this pendant chain, and I've got it in different colours. So what colour am I going to use on here with this one? But this is just lovely jubbly, so I'm very happy for that. So I'll be changing up my covers soon. So the books that I ended up getting, because I was having such a hard time between choosing an A6 original, a A5 cousin, and an A5 AVAC. And I've ended up getting an A6 original. Let me tell you about the A5 first, so then I can tell you about that. I ended up getting the cousin instead of the AVAC, so this is the first year where I will not be using an AVAC. So I've got the full year in one, because how I'm intending to use it, I think I spoke about it on my last video. Oh, this is so chunky. I've never held one that's where it's the whole year. I've always had the AVAC, so it's so strange to have the full year in one book. So chunky. But yeah, So I'm going to use the weeklies as my daily journaling and sort of a bit of memory keeping and that sort of thing. And then each month I'm going to use for commonplacing for a different subject, because at the moment I put it all in my dailies and it gets very jumbled. Even though I have an index system, it still just makes it, I need more organization with it because I commonplace about many different things. So I'm hoping this system is going to help make it a bit more organized. And then the booklet this year is to do with a robot. Ooh. And then we've got to paint by numbers, basically. I'm actually going to do this. This looks quite fun. But yeah, that's a nice touch. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, it's got different levels as well, so it's super easy, medium, and then harder, I would imagine. But you're painting by numbers, it's not that hard. I promise it's not. So yeah, that's why I got the A5 cousin. Then the reason why I got the A6 is because I'm worried that if I don't have enough room in my weeklies for daily journaling, I can then use this as an overspill. But while it's not being used as an overspill, I'll also use it for like photographic, sort of like almost like a photo album sort of thing. So that's why I got that one as well. So that is everything that I got. The one thing I was really scratching my head about getting was the rotating Moomin stamp. And I still think about it, but I don't regret it though, because I didn't realize that it was £48. And that is expensive. I mean, I know rotating stamps are quite expensive anyway, but £48, that's a bit much. I think it should be more like 28, maybe 30-ish. But 48 it's too steep. Too steep. Even though all the stamps are very functional on it. That's the annoying thing. So yeah, I didn't get any of the stamps or even the little square ones. So I managed to talk myself out of it and save some pennies. So yeah, that's my Hobonichi haul. Let me know what you guys got. I'd be very interested to know. Or if there's anything in here that I have got that's made you change your mind about what you're going to get, or maybe even what you want to get in the future. I'd love to know, because I've seen a couple of other people's videos and they've opened different things to what I've got, and I've gone, oh, they look so much better than what they did on the Hobonichi website. And I'm like, ooh, maybe that one. But no, I'm very happy with what I've got. But I'm interested to hear your thoughts. So please, as always, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so while I have been editing this video, I've had a few deliveries, and the past week I have been shopping. I have just got confirmation from work that I'm going to be in this Airbnb definitely until January. So I've got no autumn decoration or Halloween decoration with me. So I bought some, as you can tell. I figured I'd make a video out of it, like doing unboxing all this stuff, showing you guys what I've got, probably how I'm going to decorate with them. But while I'm doing that, I figured let's make it a bit more fun and make it a Q&A video. So if you guys have got any questions for me, whether they're personal questions or about my planner system, what tools I use, or what my plans are for the channel in the future, or just anything you want to ask me, leave a comment below in this video and just tell me that it's for the Q&A. And also let me know if you're comfortable with me, you know, saying who the question was from, like your username or whatever name you want me to use. Or you can DM me on Instagram at booknookspirit. So yeah, I'd love to hear from you guys. And I want to see how nosy you guys are, or if you don't even want to know me. Let's find out, shall we? So I figured that'd be a nice fun video, plus a nice fall video as well, because these are definitely fall decorations. So hopefully I'll see you in that next video. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Bye for now.